Hello everyone, good afternoon. Today is August the 1st and I am so excited to share with you two fully finished objects. I just picked these up from the framer today and I just wanted to show you how beautiful they look. The first one is the Stitcher. Isn't that a gorgeous little frame? This was already put together in Marla's art gallery. And she was able to give it to me at a really discounted rate, but she picked it because it matches these scissors so well, and it matches the golden tones in some of these colors that are green and gold, and just, I think, looks great with my version of the Stitcher. So this is the Stitcher, all fully finished, ready to go. Now, the second one is my children's garden. I am so pleased with how this one turned out. I'll get back here and show it to you. Here it is. I love the way she cut this mat arched over the arch of the picture. She mirrored that just beautifully. And the deep dark blue mat to go with that deep dark blue in the dress kept the colors really, really rich. And if you'll notice, the frame actually has these pretty little swirls in it and the raised beading here. But this color of the frame is almost the identical color of the letters in the middle. And so it really brings those out more when you look at it in person. It's harder to see it on camera because they're smaller, but it just, you might be able to see it there. It just is beautiful. So I'm very pleased with it. I think it turned out really well, and I'm very, very happy with the result. Marla does a great job. So those are my two fully finished objects that I wanted to share with you today. And the other thing I'll show you is that today, August 1st, was the start of our Nantucket Rose sale, and I had a very inauspicious beginning this morning. I got up and I started my piece and I stitched an entire corner, a whole block. It was actually 3 stitches into the block from about 8 stitches down. So you know, maybe about 24 or 5 stitches. And then I realized, oh my gosh, the skirt in this piece actually, the skirt, as you can see, extends past the green top corner over here where I was going to start. So I started this corner over where that skirt should be. I had to frog. So I frogged that little section out and I had to start over. But I'm happy to say so far today, and I'm not through stitching for the day, I hope I get to stitch some more this evening. But so far, this is what I've got on my start. So you get to see my new start today too, Nantucket Sal, just Nantucket Rose Sal. Just got started on it this morning. So that's it for today. I will hopefully give you an update later in the week on how far I got on my Nantucket Rose before I stopped stitching on it for this rotation. And but otherwise, I hope all of you guys are starting the month out with a lot of great stitching time. See you soon. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is August 3rd. It is Thursday. And I have a Pass the Stash opportunity that I would like to share with you. You've seen in my previous sections this beautiful children's garden that I got back from the framers. How vibrant and rich it is, how pretty it is. I thoroughly enjoyed this piece. I'm going to put it probably either in my bedroom or in my sewing room. But normally when I finish a piece that I've enjoyed so much and something this large I will never stitch again, I pass the stash. But today I have a even better pass the stash, if at all possible. So let me share with you what one of my wonderful FlossTube friends and viewers has done. This is a card I got called, says Seize the Day, or, you know, mess about on the internet. I love it. Thank you. This is from Paula, and she's given me permission to tell you who she is and a little bit about her. Paula's from New Zealand, and she doesn't have a FlossTube channel, so she doesn't have an avenue really that allows her to pass the stash the way she would if she had a channel. So she wrote me a note and she said, "Thanks for letting me pass the stash with you. I've enjoyed watching you complete this project on FlossTube." She had this pattern, decided she would not stitch it, and so she has sent it to me to pass the stash along to a lucky winner in addition to mine. So I have 2 of these. Thank you, Paula. That is so kind of you. And so today on this video, I will be asking for you to tell me your favorite Marilyn Levitt in Bloom pattern that you've ever stitched, or one that you might be wanting to stitch. And if you don't really care for that style, you probably don't want to compete for it anyway. So, but you know, if you want to be considered for the drawing, just put in here your favorite piece of hers that you've ever stitched or would like to stitch. And remember, Marilyn was with Butternut Road pattern, so that's what this is. This is a Butternut Road pattern. And so if you have one of those that you particularly like, she was also part of Mirabillia, and so it gives you plenty of opportunities to you know, look at her things. She's also the artist with Lavender and Lace, so that gives you a great variety of patterns that you might want to consider when you give me your comment on what your favorite one was. So the wonderful news is there will be 2 people who will be lucky enough to get Children's Garden, and I will do this as a random number generator. This video that I'm doing will go up in the middle of August. So what we'll do is 2 weeks after I publish this, that will be the cutoff point for the drawing. So 2 weeks from the day that I publish the video, and I'll try to remember to mention it at the end right before I post it, so that it'll be very clear, you know, how much time you have. So good luck to you all, and I can't wait to see which patterns you all like. So please do add a comment about your favorite one, so I can put your name in the drawing. All the rules apply. We should just say that from now on. Must be 18 or have your parents' permission in order to participate. You must be a subscriber. And I do look. I try my best to weed out those that aren't, because it's not fair for those that are. You know, you guys have subscribed and been so faithful to watch and write comments and things. This is what we want to do, is kind of reward our subscribers for being so kind enough, you know, to follow us. And the other thing I will ask you to do is don't put giveaway or contest, you know, any of those words that might lead a troll to think, "Ooh, I need to go there and put my comment in." You know, just tell me your favorite pattern, and that'll be enough to let me know. You guys have always been really good about that, but I always feel like it's important to say so that someone doesn't get their comment removed, you know, unnecessarily. Hope you have a great day today. I have one other thing I can show you as well today. I had a new start and it was a SAL that we've been talking about for several little weeks now, and it's the Nantucket Rose SAL, and I wanted to share with you my small start on this pattern. This is the piece here, Nantucket Rose, and I have worked a couple of days on this, and wouldn't you know, the week I want to start this big SAL, my family had just a crazy week, and my assistance was needed in many ways that it isn't normally needed. My son had a blowout on a tire on the way home from work at midnight this week, but fortunately it was right as he was getting home before the tire actually gave out, and so he was able to limp home to the driveway. And the next morning he had to change his tire, and we had to take his car in for new tires, and so I was, you know, having to do some running around there to help him get his car to the shop and pick him up and bring him back home so I can, you know, do that. And then a couple of doctor's appointments and things that I had to accompany family members with. So it was kind of a interesting week trying to find stitching time for me. That was unusual to have to fight that hard, you know, to get some time. So I didn't get as big a start as I was hoping for. I was really hoping to get that whole section of the tree done on the left-hand side of the piece, but I got a start anyway, and I'll share that with you. This is the start of my Nantucket Rose. So I'm on my way with it, and I'll hopefully be able to now put that in my rip rotation, and you guys will get to see it each time I work on it. So I hope you have a great day stitching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello everyone, this is Dena. Today is Monday, August the 7th, and I'm here with a WIP update for you. You haven't seen her in just a little while, but this is my Bewitching, and this is a Stony Creek pattern, and I've been working on her for several months in a rotation, and I'm about to move her on my scroll rods after this rotation, so I'm pretty excited to share her with you today. I don't know if I have a photograph of her where she was before, because it's been a little while since I've stitched on her, probably about a month or more, because of the stitch-alongs I had and some finishes that I was focusing on. But here is my Bewitching. And this is her. You can see my threads I have parked here at the bottom of her dress. But this is that precious, precious face that I just love. And sorry that she's wiggling, because I've loosened her so you can see her hat and everything, and that sparkly moon. There's blending filament in every color here, as I've said before, and there's blending filament in all the white and grays. Anything that's in this white trim has blending filament in it. So just to give you a reminder of where she was before we had all of this top part done, and all of this over here was done, and I had come down here as far as I could on the dress. So this time I was focusing on this side. So there was a little bit of her sleeve done before, and now we've finished the sleeve, and we've done this arm and her holding this robe, which is going to loop kind of across here. But this is the initial beginning of it. So I still have about 2 colors in this section to do. And over here, right up under this waistband, I've got white with the filament in it to do, so I can take the picture down about this far and still be okay to finish up what I've been working on. So I felt like it was time to adjust it and get it ready the next time. So I loosened it up, and we'll let it rest after this time, and we'll move it up for the next rotation. So I hope you like Bewitching. I think she's precious, and I just love that sweet face. And I'm tightening up my rod a little bit so it doesn't fall out. So thanks for watching and enjoying the progress on this one with me. And I will be moving on to some wonderful projects. Tomorrow I have a group of ladies that are going to join together at the library near my home. And we are going to have a stitching day there at the library from 10 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Most people can stay till about 4:30 or 4:45, and so then they head home, and that works out nicely. We take a break and have lunch together, so that's a lot of fun. I've done this a couple of times, and Talia's done it a couple of times, so whoever thinks about it just calls the library and puts our name on the library registry for the room, and we go over there and stitch. It's a beautiful place, and we have a good time. So I have to get ready for tomorrow. I have to pick what projects that I can take with me, and so I'm thinking I may take a Christmas ornament that I'm working on. I may take a secret stitch that's a gift that I'm working on, and I just might take Ashley's roses with me in case I feel like tackling something a little more difficult. But usually when you meet up, you talk more than you stitch, and so I'll get a lot more done on an easier piece than I would something quite that, you know, that detailed. But I just hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're getting a lot of stitching done. And I thank you for sharing my progress update on Bewitching. Hello everyone, this is Dena, and today is Sunday, August the 13th. And I am here to give you a bit of an update from our Stitchers Retreat that was in Marietta, Georgia this weekend. So I am very happy to let you know I have quite a bit of footage that I'll put at the end of this video, but I'll go ahead and kind of give you an update on the stitching that occurred there. We actually got quite a bit of stitching done. I have a finish. I have been working on my first ever Prairie Schooler Santa. This is the 2013 Santa, and I finished it there. So I just wanted to share that with you, my little finish on the Prairie Schooler Santa. So that was great fun, and I was really tickled to get a finish my first day there. So that worked out really, really well. Then I worked on several other things. My intention was to take my Fruit of My Labor pattern and work on it for the National Day of Stitching. I got there and I didn't have it. I've got to figure out where I put it. I don't know where I've stored it. I didn't wind up taking it with me. So unfortunately, I didn't get to work on it that day. So I just stitched anyway, and one of the things I stitched on was my Nantucket Rose. We started the sale at the first of the month, and I will remind you of what it looks like. Let me get the picture really quickly. Sorry, I should have had this out. But I just unpacked, and I'm still unpacking my cross stitch. But this is the lovely lady that so many of us are working on. And I was able to finish this whole little corner here of greenery. So you can see that's where the edge is. But that's my start. And I worked on it there for just a while, probably part of a day. And I'm very pleased with how far it came. And I'm also pleased with how my color is showing all of the shading there. I had a few people stop by and look at it, some of whom are stitching it. And they were real pleased with how the different shades were looking on my piece. And one of the things we identified that was different is that I'm stitching mine on my own kit that I've, picked my fabric and my floss. And the person who's having a hard time, that was there, who's having a hard time with their shading being different, they purchased it as a kit, and it has kit floss in it. Maybe older, dye lots may be different, but the bottom line is they think that maybe the fact that they have a kit is the reason that it's different. Let's talk about the retreat. So far, I think you have seen from the Silver Stitcher a live broadcast of an impromptu singing, mostly with Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher, doing her best B-52. We had a great time, and every now and then we would talk about something like that, and a person would just break out in a joke or a song or a conversation that would just take a life of its own. And that one was so funny, it became sort of our theme for the entire weekend. And every now and then we would just ask Yvonne, do it again, do it again. And she pretty much did almost every time we asked her to, but she would wait till we weren't expecting it and then scare everybody to death. We had a great time. Just a great, great time. I wanted to share this with you too. Not only did Katrina set up the retreat for us and get the hotel and bring her mobile store and whatnot, she gave us all a goodie bag. And in here is that pumpkin pattern. And in here are the threads to do the pattern with. She said she figured we'd all have some little scrap of fabric. But we have the pattern and the threads, and she had done hers up, and she was able to show us. She had stitched a model of it. It's precious. I can't wait to get started on that. And that was just her thank you to everyone for coming. So Katrina, thank you. That's Katrina Boyd, and if you guys have not checked her out, please go under either Stitchers Escapes on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, and look for her postings. Or you can look for her under Crossed Threads, and you can find her there. Wonderful lady, and if you've ever get a chance to go to one of her retreats, you should. You really should. They are laid back, they are friendly, they're lots of fun, and you just meet some of the nicest people there. Okay, Lisa.
Hey!
Show me what you're working on.
I am working on Miss Christmas Eve.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So when she calls, it pops up.
You got your favorite chair here.
I do. I have my whole setup. Thank you very much.
Looks good. Looks good.
Chair.
All right, Melody.
Hey, Dena.
Hey, Melody. Show me what you're working on.
I am working on heartstring samplery Christmas band sample.
Oh, so pretty.
Very pretty.
Are you having a good time?
I am having a good time.
How about you, Melissa?
I'm having a great time. I'm working on Colonial Charm Sampler by Stitcinit.
That's so pretty. You're just about finished, aren't you?
Yeah, you're right
there.
That's got a long way to go.
Well, it's been a long process. This is just one of those long projects.
Well, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, how about you?
Hey. Hi, Dena.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
This is Linen and Threads, the stitch along from Australia.
I love your thread.
Thank you.
You've gotten a long way. You must be current.
I'm pretty current. I'm working on August right now.
Oh, so pretty.
Thank you. I got to come see what you're working on.
Okay. I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you.
Here we go. Hi. Hey, how are you?
This is Bent Creek Christmas stocking.
Who are you making that for?
I'm making this one for one of my granddaughters, but I've got to finish 2 of them before Christmas because there's only 2 left that don't have it. So I got to get 2 of these done before Christmas.
Oh my goodness, you got a big job ahead of you.
Yes, I do. Oh, nobody gets a Christmas stocking this year, and they get them next year.
Yeah, you can't do one and not the others.
Right.
It's true. It's true. How about you? You want to show me what you're working on? Say your name if you
I'm
will.
Angela.
Okay.
And I'm from South Atlanta. So I'm working on the 12 ornaments from Yvonne.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
So pretty.
the first one almost done. It's only been what, 3 months to get the first one.
Working on the partridge there.
So it's still working on the portrait.
That's awesome.
Thank you. It's really fun to work on.
We're glad you're here today too. I didn't see you yesterday. I'm gonna come around and get you guys. Okay. Say hi. Show us what you're doing in that little tiny thing.
Oh, it's going to be a little Santa ornament.
Look how small.
It's going to be 2.5 by 2.5, and it's going to go in a little pillow.
Well.
Hey, Dena South.
Hey, Dena North. Hey, everybody, say hi to Dena. We're filming. Get you a chair. Pull up a chair.
No. I'm just in for a minute. I'm heading out, so I better just.
I just started a new one. Scarlet House samplers. The host of the retreat just finished it, so of course I had to make a retreat start, so I'm going to stitch it number 1 on 28 count L.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's my Halfstitcher.
Well, hello everyone. I am stitching a little house needleworks. This is Bessie. We have renamed it though. It is the Badass Bovine. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Look how far you've gotten since you've been here.
That's right.
You've gone a long way.
Having a great time, and yeah, it's been a great retreat.
All right. Well, you're doing great. We'll talk to you soon. Here's Stephanie. Stitcinit. We're both filming each other.
I'm trying to figure this thing out. Pattern and the thread. I figure everybody's got a little scrap or something they can use.
Hey, Katrina.
Hi, how are you?
This is our prize, right?
Yes, this is your goodie bag. So just
cute.
everybody needs just a little quick fall stitch, you know.
All right. Well, we're having a ball. You did a good job again.
Thank you. You guys come and lets me do what I love, so you know.
Oh, that's so fun. See, that's why you do so well. Hey, Dana.
Hi, Dena.
Show us what you're working on. Oh, so pretty. Look at all the embellishments on there. So that's a Mill Hill.
It's a 1997.
So pretty. This is so pretty. You've come a long way with that. How long have you been working on it?
I drug it out. It's an old whip.
You dug it out. We do that well.
Hundreds of years.
All right. Okay, coming on down to the end of the table. She got, oh. Fire, is that a firefly? Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly. You're coming a long way with that. It's really pretty.
Thank you.
Love the variegation in the wings there. Are you having a good time?
Yes, I am.
Well, we have you to thank for our visitor yesterday.
Yes. Yes. Love our military.
Love our military guys. We're so tickled to get to talk to him.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go around. Karen,
Good morning, Dena.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm loving it.
Show us what you're working on.
Oh, I'm working on the Swan Garden. And it's kind of glary. But all I got to do today, I'm trying to get this bottom part done. And then I'll just have just this to do. So I'm working on this today.
Yeah, that's your goal for the day?
Yes.
Get those that branch done.
Yes, yes.
Excellent.
Yep.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
I know you'll recognize this lovely lady.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's the time where I have my cup. QT.
QT. What are you stitching on today?
I am stitching on the Secret Garden Sewing Box by Clara Blaylock.
She wouldn't let me stitch mine.
She wouldn't let you stitch it with her?
There's a picture. Would you hand me that blind binder behind you, please? This is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
The cover. And then this is a piece inside that folds out, and you put needles and all that in it, and it goes like this when you get it done. So here's the little book when you get it done. I'm going to put scissors right there. You got all these little pieces. It's
awesome.
Yeah, she based it on The Secret Garden, which was her favorite book when she was a child.
Okay.
And look what I found. I got a needle minder. The Secret Garden needle minder.
Oh, how cool. What appropriate needle minder for your project.
There you go.
And I love your fancy colors on your key snap there.
I know, I'm not the fancy, bright colored half of the duo, but I do like this. It helps me find it in my sewing.
Well, that's true. You can pick it up there. You can. All right, I'm gonna.
Look at that.
Hey.
This is Blackbird Designs, the Garden Club series, Sweet Home. So I'm almost finished with Marietta, Georgia, and just have to finish up the flowers and I'll be finished.
That'll be great.
This week.
That's awesome.
I'll have a finish.
You'll have a finish. Good job.
Thanks.
Janet. Janet's like, back up, I don't want to close up. What you got there?
Virtues.
You've come a long way.
Yeah, it's all gonna be all in one piece.
It's looking good.
Thank you.
Dena's hiding back there.
I have nothing. There it is.
Okay, I'm looking at you now.
What does your shirt say? I'm not addicted to cross stitching. We are not in the register.
I love it.
It's so appropriate.
It's so appropriate.
So appropriate.
I love that. That's great.
She didn't bother to dry here this morning.
Just saying.
Just saying. These two are just what you see.
Yes, you get what you get. Yeah.
All right, Jessica.
I am trying to finish up.
I love that.
Got threads all over you. Trying to finish up the Harvest Home Pinky.
I have a few other needle minders. That's pretty.
So close.
So close.
So close.
You were almost there.
I got it from
Maybe today, you think?
when she was getting
Hope so.
That's
I have Yvonne over here saying, stitch faster, because she wants the chart next.
Oh, that's right.
I'm her biggest cheerleader.
Okay.
Hi, Lynn. I'm doing a fish. I don't really
I
know
can see.
who did it.
I can see the fish.
It's from a
pretty.
Cross Stitch magazine.
So it's a magazine piece.
Yeah.
All right. Are you in the magazine, Sal?
No, I didn't know you guys had one.
It's two of the people on Facebook. They just have a little Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
There's a monthly magazine sale, and you just do a picture of the magazine once a month.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
go check it out.
Okay.
You can show them what you're working on.
Cool.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I am working on All I Want for Christmas by the head design. So it's huge.
It is huge. But I love it. I love the way you gridded there too.
Yes, because I need the grids because, you know.
You get lost without them.
Yes, you would.
Yep, you really do. All right. Well, thank y'all very much.
You're welcome.
That was great fun, and I enjoyed that a great deal. So I'll tell you just a little bit about the retreat. We had a full house. We had by Saturday. Not everybody could be there Friday, but everybody got there by Saturday. And we had a full house by Saturday, 42 people, and filled up the room. There wasn't an empty spot there. We had 9 floss tubers there. just happened that way that we have that many that live close enough, either in Georgia or just over the Georgia line, and they were willing to drive that far. It was great fun. Some of us had never met in person, but we watched each other's videos, and it was so much fun to actually get to meet each other. But it was fun to get to meet everyone. Every stitcher is an interesting person. They all are creative people, and everyone has their own story, and it's just so much fun to get to know a new person that you haven't met before. But we had an idea to get together, sort of like Pirate Stitches did when they had the event, and she interviewed not only Nora Corbett, but she interviewed the rest of her fellow floss tubers who were there. And you will see all but one of our stitchers. Unfortunately, Lisa from the Silver Stitcher had another commitment and could not be there by the time we were able to all get together, and she told us to go ahead, not to wait, and she just wanted us to get that done while everybody was still there. I'm not in the video because I'm the one recording the video, but you'll hear my voice as I'm asking them questions and things of that nature. But it was an awesome time to be there with these ladies, and it was a pleasure to meet them all. Some I had met before, but a lot of them I had not, and so it was a privilege, ladies, and I just want to thank you for allowing me the privilege of talking with you. So I'm going to attach that to the end of this video, and then if you like to, stay tuned, and I'll put some extra bonus snapshots of us doing various activities and things like that at the end. And if you haven't already seen them, check out Stitcinit's channel for her upload. She went around and videoed people stitching. So you get to see various people. She identifies everyone that she got a chance to video, and it shows you sort of their stitching style and what they were working on there. And she took out all the noise and put in beautiful music. And it is so awesome to stitch by. And it's lots of fun. So give it a look. Lisa cracked me up. She went on Facebook Live in one of our impromptu singing sessions, and so you've seen that already. But if you didn't catch it, go to her Facebook page and see if you can still find it out there. It'll be great fun. And Lorrie from Mischievous Stitches has put out several photos over the course of the weekend, giving y'all a brief view of what we were doing and what we were up to. So I think you've had an opportunity to sort of attend the stitching retreat with us. And I hope that in the future that you will try to get to one near you and enjoy it, because it's fabulous. Without further ado, here is the interview with all of the floss tubers, minus one, who could talk together while we were at the Cross Threads Stitching Retreat in Marietta, Georgia. You guys have a happy stitching week, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned for the video. Bye. Here we are at the Cross Threads Retreat in Marietta, Georgia. Hey, everybody. Hey. Every person in this picture is a floss tuber, and they're here at the retreat, and I've asked them if they would give us a few minutes to remind you of who they are, tell you their channel names, tell you a little bit about how they met and what they enjoy about the retreats. So we'll start with Yvonne.
Hey everyone! Don't know what to say. I didn't know what was going to be first. It's typical. Having a great time here in Marietta. I'm with Lorrie, and we're just having a great stitching time. We've been friends for several years, and this is our first time at this retreat, and just having a great time.
And you can find Yvonne on the Night Owl Stitcher, right?
That's it. That's it.
I guess that brings it to me. Hey, I'm Lorrie, Mischievous Stitches. I didn't know any of these ladies before Floss Tube. I definitely am. I'm a Carolina girl, so I knew nothing about all these great Georgia stitchers, so I'm glad to be here with them. Overnight retreat, this will be our second night tonight, hosted by Katrina Boyd of CrossStitchRetreats.com. You should check it out. I'm sure that, especially on the East Coast, she hosts many retreats during the year. This is the one right here that I've known the entire time.
She's my travel buddy.
My oldest child is, how old are our kids? 23, so I've known her 19 years. We've been stitching friends, and stitching is how we met at a local stitch shop. So
our husbands knew each other before we knew each other because they worked together, and we didn't know it.
So stitching brought you together as a friend.
Stitching brought us together. Stitching brought all of us together.
Right, right. All right, let's go to Lorrie.
I'm Lorrie also. I'm Organic Granny, and we met at the last retreat. Yes, in fact, you two are the only two that I didn't meet at the last get-together. Okay. I'm not sure. You were there. You weren't there?
At the library.
At the library?
Yeah, you were at Camp.
Oh, yes, but we didn't get to talk.
Yeah.
I was there, but I was preoccupied.
Oh,
but not her.
Okay. So most of us were there.
So many people.
So many people. It happens.
My friend Gay, who y'all have never seen, but y'all got to see Gay.
We can attest that she's real.
Yeah, she is real. She and I came, and this is, I believe, my 4th retreat that I have done, and it's very nice. You get to see, because we live in Georgia, and there are no full-fledged cross-stitch stores in Georgia. And it's very nice that Katrina brings her mobile store, and we actually get to touch fabric, and we get to see what everybody's stitching on live. So there's a lot of enabling going on around here, and so there was some stash enhancement. It happened, but good times had by all. It's very relaxed, very flexible. You know.
No animals were harmed in the station.
No animals were harmed.
Maybe a rat.
Private joke, private joke.
Alrighty, that's it.
Hi, I'm Diana. I go by itiskismit stitches, and I started to do floss tube videos recently because I'd met some people that had been doing videos, like the lovely Dena, and I just got inspired to really try and get together with more stitchers in real life. So I started going to stitch-ins, get-togethers, and technically this is kind of my first retreat. Although I was only able to do one day, it's been a great opportunity to spend time with my friends and to meet even more people that I hadn't gotten to know yet. So I've really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed that we got to like see charts and fabric and that kind of thing, because we'll get together and stitch, but this is a great opportunity to, you know, do some more stash acquisitions and that kind of thing. So I've really had a good time stitching with all my good friends today.
Excellent. And we've been thrilled to get to spend time with you. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, my name's Stephanie, and my channel's name is Stitcinit, and I just started floss tubing this year in April, so I'm still kind of new, and let's see now, I think the first of this group I met was Lorrie, and the Kennesaw meetups that we need to have soon.
Yes.
Because I think that everyone agrees that when you go to a retreat, you get like this high or something for a couple of days where you're just stitching really great, and you know, it inspires you, and you just can't wait till the next meetup. So I think the next one is in Canton too, that most of us will get a chance to go to. But yeah, I mean, I think cross stitch ladies are fantastic, and they're smart, and they've got so many talents besides just cross stitching, and yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of this group, and
you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good.
Hi, I'm Jessica, the Schoolhouse Stitcher. I didn't know any of these ladies or stitch with any of these ladies until this past May when I went to the Hawk Run Hollow stitch along. And I actually didn't know any stitchers in real life until last year when I went to the Prairie Santa Society retreat. So this is my 3rd retreat, I think, 2 Prairie Stitchers and then this one. And have another one planned for October because, like she said, you kind of get a high off of them and end up with a lot of stash and a lot of starts and a lot of motivation to work on your projects. Especially Yvonne's over here saying, stitch faster, stitch faster. I want that chart.
That's right.
And I got the chart.
Yeah. Jessica got to finish.
Yes, got to finish finally. But no, it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy to have found other stitchers who are living a little closer to me, so I don't have to wait for the Prairie Stitchers retreat to meet up with people.
That's great.
Hi, I'm Donna.
Oh dear.
I'm Debbie. And we're T squared. We have to get us together.
I've got you in the frame together.
When we knew each other from the Sampler Guild of Georgia, we've known each other for about 3 years. We met each other at a stitch-in that wasn't even related to the Sampler Guild. And now she's the treasurer and I'm the vice president, and those poor women just have to suffer with us every month. But
and how many of us have you recruited to the guild today?
6. We did our fair share.
Yes, you did.
The Sampler Guild of Georgia. And we've just had a great time, haven't we? Yeah. And we started watching Floss Tube several months ago, and we had 3 of y'all were highly recommended to us. Not that you're all not great by any means, because we have really expanded our subscriptions. Can't wait for the new ones to come out. But Yvonne, the night owl stitcher, sorry Yvonne, I just totally butchered that. Mischievous, Lorrie, and you, Dena, the Halfstitch. We were watching you from the first and thinking, and she said, we could do that. And I'm like, no, we can't. And she's like, oh yes you can. And we have just kind of bumbled and fumbled our way through it, but we have a great time. We're housemates now, and we're both single ladies, and we just,
One of us stitches every night. One of us doesn't.
well, I hope that comes. Anyhow, that's a whole nother thing, but anyway. So we have really enjoyed meeting all these ladies, and I was kind of starstruck to meet all of y'all, and it's just been so much fun. And I've got all these new friends, and you walk in here and you feel like you're already family. And it's wonderful. I feel like I could call up any one of you at any time and say, hey, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And we found out we're going to have new stitching buddies that live right near us.
Yes.
It's great. In fact, we've already promised Diana she could come up and have dinner. Evidently,
Diana's gotten a meal out of it.
Because I live right down the road. So.
Yeah, like 10 minutes down the road.
Wow. So we're going to feed Diana and put some skin on, some meat on her bone.
I got plenty, y'all, but I mean, I'll take some more.
Yep, and stitch, so it's great.
It's wonderful. So would you recommend that someone who is a stitcher and has been stitching mostly at home alone, should they strike out and go to a retreat where they don't know anybody? How do they do that?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because there will be no strangers when you leave.
Yes. Right. It doesn't take long, does it, to have a bond, I think.
No, because all you got to do is peek over to what your neighbor's doing and be like, hey, what you working on?
Yeah. And then you're set. You're set to go.
Or say, hey, I'm going. You want a roomie, Dena?
Yeah, there you go. And that worked, didn't it?
Never
We've had a
met her
ball.
before.
Oh, by the way, she's bringing someone.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we know where we can hang out tonight.
That's right. Yeah, sure. We got room. We got a chair still. Well, thank you all for taking time and talking with me and answering a few questions so that people that may be thinking about going to a retreat and, not quite sure if it's all it's cracked up to be, or not sure if they can make it by themselves, that it's not as scary once you get there.
Even if you're a shy person, and I would say that I am, it's still, you can find one person to sit and chat with. I know this is a shock. I know. But no, come, you'll find someone to hang out with and stitch with.
It's either that, or you can also sit in companionable silence.
Yes.
Because you're sitting there stitching, but you know, you're also watching what other people are making and that kind of thing. So even if there's quiet moments, it's totally fine. It's not awkward. It's not
that
weird.
there's many quiet moments if you're at our table.
Okay.
And if it's too quiet, we'll always get Yvonne to burst into song. with a little bit of prompting.
Do it! Do it!
She's not gonna.
Mom today.
She's not gonna do it.
This is what you'll get at a retreat.
Harassed.
You'll get put on the spot.
So, I don't know. Whoa, there's a bug. So I don't know about the shy thing, because